Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Batistuta, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter. And I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Adriano. And here's Batistuta. Can he finish? Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
White. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's White. Schneider.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have...
Goes for a shot! There it is! The perfect script, the perfect outcome, a date with immortality. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Al Nassr have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Costa Curta. Batistuta delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Now it's Batistuta. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Adriano. Conte. Now it's Batis. And the finish! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Al Nassr are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Al Nassr come out this half somewhat altered.
Well,
Van Nistelrooy! That is decidedly lacking.
Van Nistelrooy clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Schneider. Fernando Torres. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what...
Chance, surely!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that was nowhere near his best. Rodri. And the counter is on. Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Kaka. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, that looks a good ball through. White gets across to intercept that. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Al Nassr surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Beckham. Madrid with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. All hands on deck for this one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Baresi gets rid without sophistication. Beckham with the cross. And that's been well dealt with. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta, he's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Al Nassr with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. He's beaten the last man. And this is Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Takes a shot! It's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Bouten getting this one clear. Al Nassr have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Messi touches it back. And it's Isco. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. France have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge! It's in! France are back on level terms. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
It's Adriano! And he hits the net. And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Al Nassr get themselves into the lead. Rice. Rummenigge. Showing good feet. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that is masterful defending. And it's Isco. And he's worked it through. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! In he goes again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Hello, everybody.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Al Nassr are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he shoots! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Al Nassr go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Bellingham, looking for the run, and the through ball.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Adriano. It's Adriano! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Adriano deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 13. Messi. Coming on the field. Number
Maldini.
21, Van Nistelrooy.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Al Nassr making another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Played back into the centre. Al Nassr have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is lovely. Stood up well to him there. In towards the back stick. Koulibaly. Kaka. Costa Curta. And it's Maldini. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, super ball! Gives it back. Al Nassr clearly now in lead preservation mode. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Al Nassr. Mbappe! Keeper's not concerned by that. And Van Nistelrooy! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Al Nassr definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Konate has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, I would think he'll add steel.
Gonzalo Ramos! Caught offside that time. It's not an especially good pass, that. Konate. Vieira. Now it's Thuram. He's being urged to shoot. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ruben Neves. It's Bernardo Silva. Ruben Neves. Aimed beyond the defence. Julie. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Koundé. And back to the keeper.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Lovely pass, but can he finish? Goal! France! And France are in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart,